In a world dominated by automobiles, gas station is a common sight. However, the sale of electric cars has increased eightfold in just the last 6 years. It's inevitable one day that electric car will be just as prevalent as gas car, if not taking over them entirely.
How will gas stations survive the transition into EVs? Will they exist 20 to 30 years from now? In this video, we'll explore how the rise of EVs will impact gas stations and what changes we can expect. To really predict what the future will be for gas station, we first have to understand what a gas station really is. Most gas stations are actually convenience stores that happens to sell gas. It is estimated that 80% of gas purchased in the United States take place at convenience stores. The remaining 20% mostly comes from supermarket or big box retailer such as Walmart, Costco, or Sam's Club. All gas station has 4 common features: the pumps, the canopy, the building, and the sign. But it wasn't always like this. Back then, gas station was more barebone, but over time they evolved to suit customers' needs. On the other hand, EV charging station, for the most part, feels like an add-on or an afterthought. Most of them don't have canopies to protect you from the sun or the rain. While most charging stations nowadays are situated in a plaza next to restaurants and stores, you can still find a lot of them in an empty parking lot. And God forbid, if the charger is not working, you have no one on site to help you, and it can take months for it to get fixed. You might have seen a broken pump at a gas station, but chances are it probably was fixed the next time you went there to charge. I mean to pump. So gas station has all the advantages, which makes sense because unlike EV chargers, they've been developing for at least 100 years. But with 12 states set to ban sales of new gas car by 2035, gas station must adapt. According to a study by Boston Consulting Group, up to 80% of gas stations might become unprofitable by 2035. And most of these gas station company and owners already knows this. They know how to weather the storm. Over 20 years ago, we have over 200,000 gas stations here in the United States. But today, that number is down to 100K. This is primarily due to 2 things. One is fuel economy for gas vehicles has gotten so much better. In fact, we have doubled the fuel efficiency in just the last 30 years, which means you only need half as much gas. Gas stations adapted to this by introducing more sustainable revenue streams such as car wash and expanding their store offerings. And it might be surprised to you that most stations don't actually make their money from gas. They make it from the convenience stores.
And when you factor in those overhead costs, comes to 3 to 7 cents per gallon. And I'm just gonna round up 10 cents. For every gallon that you see of the price is actually going to the gas station owner. How are they actually making money? And they're making it from the stuff inside of the store.
Unlike getting gas, which can be done very quickly, charging EV takes much longer. Therefore, customers are more likely to spend time buying things from the store. So it would seem adding EV chargings to these gas stations is a no-brainer, right? Well, it's not as simple as it looks. Gas station is a volume business, so while customers are spending more time there, the total number of customers is lower. Getting gas results in quicker turnaround, more total customers, and therefore more money for the station. Another limiting factor is how costly it is to install chargers. According to Future Energy, the cost to install a level 2 charging station is around $6,000 per port. While level 3 chargers, also commonly known as superchargers, cost $40,000 per port. EV charging startups like EVgo and Electrify America have lost money every year since their inception. For gas stations to accommodate EV charging, you will need a complete redesign of the layout. Let's look at the San Francisco Bay Area, the ground zero for electric vehicle in America. The area has the highest concentration of EV in the US. How are they adapting to this inevitable future?
Novato is the latest city in the Bay Area that could ban new gas stations from being built. And now, some in the gas station business are wondering How are they going to fit into this master plan?
Rotten Robbie is testing out having EV charging stations on site as well as its traditional fueling stations. They've been doing this for about a year now. And so far, I'm told it's a pretty rare sight to see someone plug in here.
So we get about a customer and a half per day. We make little to no money.
In other places, new EV charging stations are built to mimic the design and function of a gas station.
Solar Fuse is leading the charge in San Diego to get charging stations out into the real world, and investors are pushing them as fast as possible. These Solar Fuse Level 3 chargers will take roughly 15 minutes to charge.
So the key takeaway here is gas station has the right form, but with the EVs becoming more popular, its function will change. Let's look at a place where EV development is at least 10 years ahead of the US.
A new concept has just been created by EV charging company GridServe. Starting from scratch, they've reimagined the traditional filling station. There are 36 chargers at the forecourt. 12 of them support ultra-rapid 350 kilowatt charging.
In 5 minutes, you could put 100 miles of charging.
But as 10 minutes is still twice as long as it takes to fill up a regular car, the electric forecourt allows drivers to use that time positively. There are shops, restaurants, and business facilities. It's even got a post office.
So altogether, this EV charging station has 258 fast charging points. Shell Cafe, delicious flavor. I guess maybe a little cafe or kwaitan, fast food, convenience store.
You can see that these charging stations all have canopies. The convenience store portion? But wait, they're gonna get even better.
There's an organization called Electric Autonomy, which ran a competition for architects to imagine what an EV station of the future might be like. The winners include a canopy that expresses different sensibilities though, with more texture, variety of materials, warmer lighting, and so on. They also pair them with landscape designs and activities that contribute to the overall health and well-being of people. Many of these also create an interior zone with leisure activities and places to interact with other people. They may also connect with walking or hiking trails.
As good as gas stations are, they are not really a destination. It's not a place you really want to be in. It's just really more for the convenience. So with these new designs, they will evolve into places you want to go. Imagine in the future you no longer have to go to gas stations, no longer have to smell the fuel mixing with exhaust fume of dozens of gas cars. You leave your car to charge while you go on a walk on the trail or exercise in the gym. There are just endless possibilities. So, will gas station fade away? Well, not entirely. Even if there will not be any new gas vehicles sold after 2035, millions of gas vehicles will still be on the road. While EV charging can take place at home, at work, or at a public charger, gas stations remain the only place to get gas. And it will be there for a very, very long time. The truth is, electricity is the fuel of the future. And how gas stations will adapt to this future is how we will move forward. As always, this is Facco Media. Stay fabulous. We'll see you on the next one.